Good morning or good afternoon, football fans. Big Al here on this Thursday, October 26th, 2023. And welcome to my Week 8 NFL picks, both straight up and against the spread. I will also tell you about the announcers for every game this week. And I am expecting a bounce back in week number 8 because week 7 was just crazy with all those upsets and surprises last week. Went 7. That's not acceptable to me. We're going to win big this week, I think. All right. First, some house cleaning note. Also, the broadcast announcer pairings and the maps for all Sunday afternoon games, that's courtesy of the 506sports.com. That's courtesy of 506sports.com. Sorry about that. Just log on to www.506sports.com/NFL. Scroll down to Sunday afternoon maps are subject to change, so make sure you check back with them over the next few days for any changes. And I've already seen a couple of changes, at least to the Fox schedule this week. So again, check back with 506 Sports for any changes to the Sunday afternoon maps. That being said, let's jump into my Week 8 NFL picks, and I'm going to take my good old sweet time with this one, since all 32 teams are playing this week. And it all begins tonight with Thursday Night Football. It's the 3-3 Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the 4-3 Buffalo Bills. That's tonight at 8:15 Eastern on Prime. This game will be locally televised in Tampa on WTVT Fox 13 and in Buffalo on WKBW Channel 7. All right. Tampa Bay comes in ranked number 17 in my Week 8 power rankings. Buffalo is number 12. Current point spread is Buffalo minus 9.5, and the over-under is at 43.5. I hope this week they get their offense together. I think that's what's going to happen here. I'm taking the Bills 27-17, and I'm taking Buffalo minus the 9.5 points. Now to the Sunday afternoon schedule. There are 9 games in the early 1 p.m. Eastern window, and you've got 4 games late at the 4 o'clock hour. Let's start with the 1 o'clock games first, beginning with the Atlanta Falcons at 4-3, visiting the Tennessee Titans at 2-4. That's Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. The announcers will be Beth Mowins and James Lofton, with sideline reports from both Jay Feely and Amanda Guerra. Atlanta comes in ranked number 16 in my Week 8 power rankings, and I dropped Tennessee all the way down to number 30. Current point spread is Atlanta minus 3. Over-under is 35.5. Man, I'm sorry. I cannot stop yawning. I've been up working since about 2 o'clock this morning. Anyway, the current point spread is Atlanta minus 3, and the over-under is at 35.5. I'm going to take the Falcons here, 24-17, and I'm taking Atlanta minus 3 points. Up next, you've got the Houston Texans 3-3 at the Carolina Panthers 0-6. Texans come in ranked visitors minus 3 points. Next up, the 5-2 Jacksonville Jaguars at the 4-2 Pittsburgh Steelers. Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. The announcers for this game are Eagle, and Charles Davis, with sideline reports from Evan Washburn. Jacksonville comes in at number 5 in my Week 8 power rankings, while Pittsburgh is 13th. Current point spread is Jacksonville minus 2.5, and the over-under is at 41. It's 2.5. Up next, the 3-4 Los Angeles Rams at the 4-2 Dallas Cowboys. Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. The announcers will be Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson. Point spread is Dallas minus 6.5. Your over-under is at 45.5. I have the Cowboys winning at home 31-21, and I'm taking them minus 6.5 points. Next up, we have an NFC North Division battle as the 3-4 Minnesota Vikings, fresh off of Monday night's upset of the Niners, venture into Lambeau Field to face the 2-4 Green Bay Packers. Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. The Vikings are 19th in my Week 8 power rankings, while the Packers are 24th. And I forgot to mention that the Rams are 18th and the Cowboys are 6th. The announcers for the Vikings and Packers are Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma. The over-under is at 42. I'm going to take Minnesota in this one, 24-19. And if Minnesota wins, I'm taking them minus 1. It's at 2-5. Fresh off of Sunday's upset win over the Bills, they're headed down to South Beach to battle the 5-2 and division-leading Miami Dolphins. Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. The announcers for this game are Spiro Ditas and Adam Archuleta, and sideline reporter Aditi Kinkhabwala. The Patriots coming at number 25 in my Week 8 power rankings, and the Dolphins are number 8. That's following Sunday night's 2-touchdown loss to the Eagles. Again, that's Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. The current spread is Miami at minus 8.5, and the over-under is set at 46. This is a big get-right game for Tua and company. I'm taking Miami at home 28-17, and I'm taking the Fins minus 8.5. Next, you've got a Super Bowl 44 rematch as the 3-4 New Orleans Saints and the 3-4 Indianapolis Colts face off at Lucas Oil Stadium. The Saints are ranked 21st in my Week 8 power rankings, while the Colts are 22nd. That's Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. The announcers will be Kevin Kugler and Mark Sanchez, and sideline reporter Laura Oakman. Current point spread is a pick'em. Over-under is 43.5. I'm taking the Saints here in this spot, 24-20. And if New Orleans wins, I'll be taking them minus whatever the point spread is. Up next, the Battle of New York. The 3-3 New York Football Jets face off with the 2-5 New York Football Giants. The Jets come in number 15 in my Week 8 power rankings, and the Giants number 26. This is Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. The announcers for this game are Andrew Catalan, Tiki Barber, and Matt Ryan, and sideline reporter AJ Ross. Current point spread is the Jets minus 3, over-under is 37. This is going to be a very low-scoring game. I'm taking the Jets here with Sam Howell and the 3-4 Washington Commanders. Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. The Eagles come in number 2 in my Week 8 power rankings. Washington at 28. Announcers for this game are Chris Myers and Mark Schlereth, and sideline reporter Christina Pink. Current point spread is Philadelphia minus 6.5, and the over-under is 40. A lot of people will think. I've got Philly winning straight up 27-23, but I'm taking Washington with the 6.5 points. That brings us to the late afternoon portion of the schedule, beginning with the Cleveland Browns at the Seattle Seahawks. Both teams come in with matching 4-2 records. The Browns are ranked 10th in my power rankings. The Seahawks are 9th. Sunday at 4:05 Eastern on Fox. The announcers for this game are Adam Amin and Daryl the Moose Johnston, with sideline reports from Pam Oliver. Current point spread is Seattle minus 3.5, and the over-under is 37.5. I think that Browns defense will do the job against Geno Smith and that high-powered Hawks offense. That being said, I'm taking Cleveland 23-17, and I've got the Browns at plus 3.5 points. Then it's off to the desert as Lamar Jackson and the 5-2 Baltimore Ravens visit the 1-6 Arizona Cardinals. Sunday at 4:25 Eastern on CBS. The Ravens come in ranked 3rd in my Week 8 power rankings, and the Cardinals are 31st. The announcers for this game will be Chris Lewis and Ross Tucker. Sideline reports from Justin Walters. Current point spread is Baltimore minus 9.5. Over-unders 44.5. The Ravens should win this game rather easily. Although the Cardinals will put up a fight, I have Baltimore winning this game ultimately, 31-14. And I'm taking the Ravens minus 9.5 points. Then the national game of interest in Game 2 of the doubleheader for CBS as the 3-3 Cincinnati Bengals, led by quarterback Joe Burrow, face off with the 5-2 San Francisco 49ers in a potential Super Bowl 58 preview. The Bengals come in at number 11 in my Week 8 power rankings. The Niners, previously at number 1 before Monday's loss to the Vikings, they've fallen to number 4. Sunday at 4:25 Eastern on CBS, the announcers for this game, the best in the business, Jim Nantz and Tony Romo, and sideline reporter Tracy Wolfson. Current point spread is San Francisco minus 3, over-unders 43.5. This is going to be a close game, I think. Give me the Niners 24-20. And I'm taking the home team minus 3. Not Brandon Ayuk, but rather Deebo Samuel. I'm not sure if he's going to play in this game or not. We'll keep that in our back pockets for now. The last Sunday afternoon game is an AFC West battle as the 6-1 Kansas City Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champions, make their yearly pilgrimage into Denver to face Russell Wilson and the 2-5 Broncos. Now, these two teams just met on Thursday Night Football back in Week 6, with the Chiefs winning a low-scoring affair. Will it be the same deal on Sunday at 4:25 Eastern on CBS? The announcers for this game will be Kevin Harlan and Trent Green, and sideline reporter Melanie Collins. This is the same broadcast team that did the Broncos game with the Packers last week. Current point spread is Kansas City minus 7.5, and the over-under is 46. I just don't trust the Chiefs covering that big of a point spread. I have them winning straight up 28-24. However, I've got Denver covering at plus 7.5 points. Now it's on to Sunday Night Football and what may be a potential snoozer. This week, it's the 2-5 Chicago Bears and the 2-4 Los Angeles Chargers from the football palace known as SoFi Stadium. Oh, I forgot to mention the Chiefs are number 1 in my Week 8 power rankings, and the Broncos are 29th. In our next game, the Bears are ranked 27th, and the Chargers are 20th. This is Sunday at 8:20 p.m. Eastern on NBC with your announcers Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth and sideline reporter Melissa Stark. Current point spread is LA -9, which I think is disrespectful. Over under is 46. I don't trust the Chiefs to cover large spreads. I'm not trusting Brandon Staley's team to cover 9 points. Not going to happen. Chargers will win straight up 23-16, but I'm taking Chicago plus the points at 9. And finally, Monday Night Football. The 3-4 Las Vegas Raiders at the 5-2 Detroit Lions, who will be in a bounce back spot after getting blitzed by the Ravens last week. This is Monday at 8:15 Eastern on ESPN and simulcasting on ABC. Your announcers are Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Sideline reporter is Lisa Salters. The Raiders come in at number 23 in my Week 8 power rankings, while the Lions are 7th. Current point spread is Detroit -9. Over under is 45.5. I think if the Lions get off to a strong start, they'll easily cover that spread. So I'm taking the Lions 31-13. And I'm taking the host at -9 points. And again, coming on Monday when we look at the newest college football rankings in both the Associated Press. In the meantime, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell and get notified every time I go live. Big Al signing off. Thanks for watching and enjoy the pigskin tonight and this weekend.